What is up, everybody? How you doing today? Today we are out here on Hirschfelden at the gun range, and I thought I would go over a little bit of something that is a debate between a lot of people. Which of the two scopes is the best? The Hyperion or the Argus? Now, I prefer the Argus just for the extra zoom. I think it's better. Um, but a lot of people don't agree with me on that, and that's perfectly fine. Um, a lot of people prefer the Hyperion, especially when it comes to grinding and you want to get shots off quickly. So today we have the M1 out here, and we're going to be testing how fast we can get off follow-up shots with the Argus and the M1. Actually, real quick, I'm going to turn on my hunting HUD real quick. That way I can see what I'm zeroed for. I'm actually going to set it out at about 150 meters, right on the zeroing. And we are going to take our shot, probably from the crouch, which is exactly where we would be from normally. So, right about here, we're going to go 5, 6, and 7. See how fast we can get these shots off. Okay, so I mean, kind of quick, and they were all in a fairly consistent range. I probably could have gone a little quicker, but that is as fast as I myself can go and still be somewhat accurate. Okay, so let's remember that, and then let's put on the Hyperion scope real quick. And I actually haven't used the scope in a long time, so let's see how we do. Ooh, I went a little high on that last one. That's just because I have not used the scope in quite a long time. I'm actually just curious about something. No, that doesn't change. I just saw like the magnification thing around the scope, and I didn't know if that would move when you zoomed in or out. I don't know. I just thought of that very randomly. But let's just go ahead and we're gonna try this one more time. I just want to see if I can do it a little bit quicker. See, for me, it doesn't really make all that much of a difference, okay, whether I'm using the Hyperion, the Argus, or whatever scope you want. Now, mind you, this scope is a little bit more manageable because you can see that was much faster. And the main thing is you can see the animal. You can see the animal even with the recoil, okay? Because a lot of times the problem with the Argus, and here I will go ahead and zoom the Argus in. Actually, I didn't even put it on there, but I will have the Argus zoomed in all the way, and then it's hard to see, like right here. I tend to lose where the animals are. It can be tough, especially with a gun like the 300, which we will break out here in just a second and show you kind of what a gun with more recoil looks like when you do this, because recoil makes a difference. So when I'm out there at longer ranges, it doesn't affect you as much with all the zoom, but when you're in close, like let's say you're in the woods and you run across a herd of whitetail and you want to try and shoot 2 or 3 of them, well, it's kind of hard to do that up at close range when you have a full zoom scope on. So let me go on ahead and put the 300 in my inventory right here, and we're going to start off with the Hyperion right here at 150 yards. And this gun does have quite a good bit of recoil, so we're going to see how this thing goes. I mean, that wasn't bad. A little bit better than I would have thought. I know I was still probably a little bit slow, but not bad. Alright, now let's try it with the Hyperion scope on there. And I'm sorry, not the Hyperion, the Argus. Give me a minute, guys. I'm having a brain fart. So Argus scope is on. We're gonna try it at just a partial zoom and then full zoom, and see how we do. See, you lose the animals a lot more. That's only a partial zoom. Now let me zoom in all the way. Like, I'm gonna have a harder time trying to find my next target. Okay, that's the hardest part with the Argus, is finding the next target. Now let's do this. We are going to move out to 300 meters. Okay, this is where the Argus is so much better than the Hyperion, and I'll show you why. So this is what the Hyperion looks like at 300 yards, full zoom. And actually, I wasn't zeroed all the way. So let's do this. And especially if this is a smaller animal, like the feral goats and chamois, it's a lot tougher. So let's try, and we're going to try and be as accurate as possible here. Let's see, like I completely missed that last shot. I also rushed it a little bit. Normally for me, I'm only ever going to get 2 shots off, because console is a little harder to move to the next animal. But on PC, you might definitely be able to get 3 or so. But here with the Argus, all the way at that long range, look how much better you can see. This is almost a similar kind of zoom to the Hyperion at 150. So really the main difference for these two scopes is it just depends on the ranges you're going to be shooting at and what you intend on doing. If you're grinding and all the animals are going to be 150, anywhere from 100 to 200 meters away, use the Hyperion. It's a whole lot easier. You can get over and get multiple animals at one time. You can keep track of them even with the recoil on bigger guns like the 300. Now for longer range grinding, 300, 350 meters, use the Argus. It's basically the Hyperion at that range. Okay, you can see so much better and have much more accurate shots at those longer ranges. Okay, and another thing that the Argus is good for is spotting. So the smaller scopes, let's say there's an animal 350, 400 meters out, you can't really spot it with the Argus, and you don't have enough zoom. I mean, but not with the Argus, the Hyperion. I'm having some brain farts, guys. Please bear with me. But if I'm zoomed in all the way with the Argus, I can spot those animals that are even still a long ways out. Okay, so that is another thing. And when you are using the Argus for just run and gun, shoot one animal here or there, the Argus would probably be the best choice, because you can just get that added zoom to increase the chance of you getting a good shot. So for grinding, short range, use the Hyperion. For long range grinding and just run and gun, one animal here and there, use the Argus. So well guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you find it helpful, and maybe this will help you on your grinding or whatever you plan on doing in this game. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time.